What is going on, guys? It's Jukez and welcome to my first top 5 video. I'm definitely going to make this a series, and I already have dozens of ideas that I can do for just various top 5s and top 10s. But in this episode specifically, I'm going to be doing the top 5 AK-47 skins in CSGO. This is actually hard to put in order, and I'm not really going to look at how valuable the skin is, but instead I'm just going to look at what what looks better, what has better designs, better colors, and just not try and focus on the price on the skin. And I also want to say that this is my opinion, my list. Obviously you guys are going to have different opinions. Instead of hating, just leave your comment down saying what you would have changed in the list, and also if you have any suggestions for future top 10s, please leave that down in the comment section as well. But without further ado, let's get into the countdown. Coming in at the number 10 spot is actually two skins that kind of go together, I guess. It's the AK-47 red and blue laminate. Now, the red laminate is a little bit more valuable, especially in the factory new condition. Red laminate factory new sells for about $150 US, while the blue laminate factory new is about $2.73. So obviously the red laminate is a little bit more valuable, and it's a red, while the blue laminate is a purple. And I kind of equally like the skins. Obviously if someone had to offer me one, I'd take the red laminate because it's more valuable. But judging by the looks, I mean, red and blue, they're just, I mean, there's no designs on it. It's just, you know, a simple skin, but it looks good in game, and definitely deserves the number 10 spot. The number 9 AK skin on my list is the Point Disarray from the Revolver case. And honestly, I think this skin could have been a little bit higher, but there's something about it, like, I like all the colors in it, but just the design or something, it may be a little too much color or a little, you know, too flashy, but I don't know, it just, you know, it's a nice skin, but just something I don't like about it. I don't know what it is, but nonetheless, I mean, it's a pink, it's a good skin, and, you know, I definitely consider getting one of these in the future if I get the money. But yeah, I mean, factory new goes for about 20 bucks, and it's a pretty dope skin, so yeah, I mean, definitely deserves to be in the top 10. AK-47 Point Disarray. In the number 8 spot is the AK-47 Redline. Now, this skin might be one of the best AK skins with stickers, but without stickers, it's still a nice skin, but just kind of plain, simple. But yeah, I mean, if I had 4 iBuy Power Hollows on an AK-47 Redline, honestly, it'd probably be number 1 on this list. It just, you know, the red stickers go so well on this AK-47, and if you have some nice stickers and you don't know what to put them on, you can definitely consider picking up a red line, and they definitely look great. But yeah, this weapon is from the Phoenix case. I might do an opening of some Phoenix cases in the future because I do like that case, but yeah, I mean, stay tuned for that. And yeah, number 8 spot, AK-47 Redline. Next up on the list is the AK-47 Frontside Misty. This skin is a rather recent skin, I guess. It's from the Shadow case. Factory new goes for about $21, and at first I hated this skin. I'm gonna be completely honest. It looked, I don't know, just maybe girly or, you know, whatever, but like after using this in game and actually like holding it in game, using it, it's a pretty dope skin. I mean, it's definitely a flashy skin, and if you're a fan of those, you know, bright, colorful, flashy skins, then yeah, you could definitely pick up one of these. But yeah, I mean, it's just a dope skin. I like the colors on it, I like the pattern, and it's definitely growing on me, and I might actually consider purchasing one of these in the future. I mean, I probably wouldn't get factory new because it doesn't change that much in looks. It just gets a little darker, I think. But yeah, I mean, factory new is $21, the minimum wear is $10. So if I were buying one of these, I'd probably get minimal wear. But yeah, I mean, that's a pretty dope skin. Definitely deserves the number 7 spot. Coming in at number 6 is the AK-47 Case Hardened. And if this was a blue gem, it would definitely be number 1 on my list, but obviously they're really rare, so I mean I kind of have to judge it based on its just usual patterns. But yeah, I mean, even without a lot of blue, it's still a dope skin, especially if it's in the factory new or minimal wear condition. It's really bright. The gold looks good, especially if you have a lot of blue on there. And yeah, I mean, I used to have one of these, but I gambled it and lost it. And I actually have a video coming soon, kind of sharing my whole inventory story, and just a little sneak peek. I actually had well over a $500 inventory, but right now I have nothing. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. I'll go into details in that video. Should be coming out soon, and yeah, I mean, it's a pretty funny story actually, and I definitely want to share it with you guys. But yeah, that is the number 6 spot, AK-47 Case Hardened. In the number 5 spot is the AK-47 Hydroponic. This skin is from the Rising Sun collection and is actually pretty rare. I mean, I don't see too many of these when I play, but then again, I'm only Nova 2, so, you know, it might just be because not many people have skins anyway. But, I mean, it's honestly a dope skin. I like the colors on it. The only thing I don't like about it is if it's not in factory new or minimal wear. I mean, maybe you can get a good float field tested one. I'm not sure about that. But, I mean, it definitely does start to wear, and it actually looks really ugly in my opinion. Like, if I'm judging it based on like the factory new ones, but I don't even think this skin would make the list if it was like a well-worn or like just something with a really bad float, because it does make it look a lot uglier in my opinion. But if we're talking about factory new or minimal wear, it is definitely a dope skin. I like how like the green on the barrel and all that, it's like a metallic, like almost like the metal is green, and I think that's pretty dope. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see, you know, the star or the magazine have like some sort of pattern on it, but honestly, it doesn't really need it. It's still a dope skin. I like the way the green looks like in relation to the wood. It just matches really good, and overall, it's just an amazing skin, and I'd love to get one of these things. But yeah, definitely deserves a spot in the top 5. Now, this is where some of you guys might disagree with me. The number 4 spot on this list goes to the Fire Serpent, and if we're talking about value here, or if someone just asked me, hey, I'm gonna buy you any AK skin, I don't know why anyone would, you know, offer that, but I would definitely choose the Fire Serpent just for the straight up value of it. It can go into the thousands. I mean, there's stat track, like just a really valuable skin, highly sought after. And for good reason. I mean, it's a dope, you know, the whole graffiti pattern and everything on it, it's sick. But on this list, for me, I was looking at the just design alone, and yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool design, you know, the serpent and all that, but if you're putting it up against, you know, all these other skins, the other ones in the top 3, I mean, it just, without the value, I wouldn't put it above, you know, the other skins in this list. But nonetheless, it is an amazing skin and is the most valuable AK skin, one of the most valuable skins in the game, from the Bravo case. And yeah, just overall an amazing skin. I would love to have one of these things if I can ever afford one. But yeah, the number 4 spot on this list goes to the AK Fire Serpent. Moving along to the top 3, we have the AK Aquamarine Revenge, and this is from the Vulcan case, which is somewhat recent, I guess. I think it was within the last year. Yeah, I mean, it should, but yeah, I mean, it's just a dope skin. I like the colors on it. Honestly, that like, just that blue-green color mixed with the orange, it's just something about it I like, and I know a lot of people like this skin. I don't know if you guys will agree with me how I put it over the Fire Serpent, but in my opinion, if we're going just on looks, this thing beats the Fire Serpent. And I mean, it's just a great skin, and honestly, you can get a field tested one that looks almost as good as factory new, because I actually had one of these before, and obviously it has to be a good float, but I mean, it doesn't really wear too much. I mean, obviously if you go into battle scarred, it's gonna look pretty bad, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the best deal would probably be the minimal wear, because factory new goes for about $31. Minimal wear drops down to 19, and then field tested is like 14. So honestly, I mean, minimal wear, field tested, I mean, it all depends on the float. You can get a minimal wear one that looks worse than a field tested one. Actually, I don't know if that's true or not, but I mean, you can get one, a field tested one that looks just as good as minimal wear. All depends on the float. But yeah, dope skin, dope colorway. I just think, you know, the orange and that blue-green goes really good together, and yeah, definitely deserves the top 3 spot, AK Aquamarine Revenge. The runner-up on this list goes to the most recent skin out of the whole top 10, and is the AK-47 fuel injector from the Wildfire case. And I don't know, looking at YouTube comments, a lot of people have like mixed opinions about this, but in my opinion, it definitely deserves to be in the top 2. Honestly, it could, I could have put this number 1. 1 and 2 are pretty interchangeable, but I put this at number 2. Still one of the best AK skins. I love the colors on it. I love how it's kind of like a matte skin, and the whole thing is the whole weapon is covered with the skin. I think the combination of the yellow and the gray looks really good, and the magazine, how they have that design on there, just great. It looks really good, and is honestly not that expensive for a skin that looks as good as this one does. Obviously factory new, it's about $70, but minimal wear drops down to $35. So, and honestly, minimal wear looks just as good as factory new, because this is one of those skins that just gets darker as the wear decreases, and still looks great minimal wear. I definitely need to get one of these. I'm really trying to get one, and I'm actually going to try and rebuild my inventory from the ground up. As I said previously, I once had an inventory over $500, lost all of it, and I regret, doing the whole gambling thing. But yeah, I'm gonna try and rebuild, and this is one of the skins that I'm gonna get first. Yeah, number 2 spot, AK Fuel Injector. Alright, and finally, the number 1 spot on this list goes to none other than the AK Vulcan. Now, I know most of you guys are gonna disagree with my opinion on this, but if we're talking about looks alone, in my opinion, the Vulcan, actually, I mean, this and the fuel injector, it's kind of a toss-up, but the Vulcan just looks amazing in my opinion. Maybe it's just me, I like blue, I'm a fan of blue, as you can tell by my, just my channel branding and all that. It's just a dope skin, the pattern, it reminds me of, the Asimov skin, except instead of orange, it's blue. But yeah, it's one of the oldest skins on this list, from the Huntsman case, and it's a covert skin. It's not that expensive, $58 factory new, $32 minimal wear, but it's just, I don't know, it's just like the futuristic look. It's a simple skin, but it's just the design and the colors, I just really like it a lot, and might consider picking one of these up. I'll probably choose between this and the fuel injector for my new skin loadout. But yeah, I mean, that's been this top 10. Please drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content, and if you have any suggestions for future top 10s, please leave them in the comment section below. Also, I made a Twitter, I'll leave that in the description if you can please go check that out, give me a follow. I'm going to be tweeting a lot, and it's a good way to find out when I upload videos. But yeah, I mean, that's been it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.